With just a few minutes of prep, this Crockpot Dr. Pepper pulled pork cooks on low and slow all day long and turns into the best flavorful dinner that your entire family will love. My name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com, and we love easy and affordable Crockpot recipes. And you can find today's recipe linked in the description below. Let's get cooking. First up, you need 1 onion. You can't have pulled pork without onions. So for this recipe, I am using a yellow onion. We're going to slice it. So I remove the ends and then remove the outer peel of the onion. On this one, outside of that skin, usually the first peel of the onion is kind of flimsy, so I remove that as well. Now we want this slice for this recipe, so the way that I do that quickly is just cut it in half and then lay each half on its sides and then just slice it from there. I'm gonna do kind of thicker slices today because we are gonna put this in the bottom of the crock pot just to keep our pork raised slightly. So I want it a little bit thicker just to make sure it holds up that pork. Remove the centers and separate it into the slices. And just layer it into the bottom of your crock pot. I am using the Drew Barrymore Beautiful Multi-Cooker today. I love this thing. I have it linked in the description for you below, as well as all of our other favorite crock pots, because you know we love crock pot cooking, so we've tested them all and we definitely know the best. Then take the pork and we're gonna put it on top. So today I am using a pork shoulder. You want about 4 pounds. They just had the smaller pork where we shopped today, so we got 2 and that works great. Mine is bone in, but you can use boneless or you can use a pork butt as well. Now it's time for the seasonings. The seasonings on this are super simple. We're gonna start off with some garlic powder. It is a tablespoon of garlic powder, and that will seem like a lot, but it's just because this is a lot of pork and it's gonna give a lot of flavor to the pork. And then top with just a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm doing a ½ teaspoon of each. And that's all the seasonings you need. Now it's time for the secret ingredient, which is not so secret because it's in the title. 1 can Dr. Pepper. This is 12 ounces. You just want to pour it around the pork. I say around because you don't want to knock all the seasonings off the pork. So I just kind of gently pour it around. And that's it. The only thing left is to turn it on. So make sure you put your lid on, and I like to cook this on low for 8 to 10 hours until that pork is like fork tender and easy to shred. I prefer to cook this on low because I find the pork is more tender, but you can cook it on half the time for on high. So like on high for about 4 to 5 if you're in a hurry, but I prefer low. All right, it is started. I will see you in a few hours. It's been a few hours and it is ready. If you're nervous about when it's done, you just want to grab like either tongs or forks and make sure the pork shreds easily. And that's how you know it's finished. We're just gonna remove the pork. As you can see, it's already falling apart so easily from the crock pot. I am using a large cutting board, but you can use a plate just to move the pork over to get it nice and shredded for sandwiches. Then get 2 forks and just shred the pork. Now if it's long and stringy, you can also run a knife into it, but this is kind of a small section, so I'm not gonna worry about it. It fell apart into large chunks when I removed it from the crock pot, so that's definitely gonna help when it's time to serve the sandwiches. Once it's shredded, we're gonna put it back into the crock pot. Now, there are a couple things I wanna mention before I do that. If your pork has released a lot of liquid in the crock pot where it's like covered, you're gonna wanna drain that liquid off because it'll just be too much. I drained mine to where I have about a cup of liquid left in the crock pot. Also, I like to remove as much fat as possible from the pork, so you can leave as much or remove as much as you like based on your preference. We're going to dump it right back in with those juices, especially from that Dr. Pepper, because it's going to give that all that delicious flavor. Then we're going to stir in 1 cup of your favorite type of barbecue sauce, or if you're like me, you have a bunch of like open bottles in the refrigerator, that'll work well too. We stir it at the end just so we have the flavor right at the end. Stir until it's well combined, and then we are going to cover this and just heat it for 20 to 30 minutes until it's heated through. And it is ready. I like to serve this on buns. I usually do a big salad. You guys know, if you've been here a while, I'm a big fan of a big salad to add a little healthier ingredient. And then you can top with some more of your favorite barbecue sauce. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite? I want to try them out. We do have a recipe for homemade if you want to make your own at home. It's super easy and it's amazing, and I'm going to link that in the description below. All right, serve with salad, and then of course some more Dr. Pepper. Okay, I put a lot of barbecue sauce on mine, so I'm going to pull the plate up to take a bite. Woo! I love a good sloppy pulled pork sandwich. Delicious. The pork is so tender and it has so much flavor thanks to that Dr. Pepper and that barbecue sauce. Now, if you're not a fan of Dr. Pepper, don't worry. You can use any of your favorite dark soda. So when I say dark soda, I mean like Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, root beer would be delicious as well. Whatever you have in your refrigerator or what you love. Let me know in the comments below. Are you using Dr. Pepper or are you gonna try something new? I had to get a fork just because that's the way I prefer to eat mine, but you do you. All right, friends, this pork is calling my name, so I am gonna go enjoy it. If you love easy, delicious recipes, make sure you check out our next video, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.